Hello. Okay, I just thought I'd come out here into nature just to point out something to people who really don't understand the way the world works. See this tree behind me? See these trees? They are actually a foot tall. That's right, they're a foot tall. And I am a lot smaller than I think I am because the trees are only 12 inches tall. So by comparison to these trees, which are clearly higher than I am, how tall would I be? I must be about two inches tall. Yep. And the reason I know all this is because this book here tells me. This is the book that talks about how things were made and how big things are. And that crow that just flew overhead, actually I think that's a stellar jay. He's about he's not even a quarter of an inch. So yeah, this book here, and people who doubt this are stupid. They're fools. They're just stupid fools because they see the world and they don't understand that, they see it through warped vision. They don't see it through this knowledge. Knowledge needs to start right here. Everything builds on this right here. And this here says that trees are approximately 12 inches tall, and that is just the way it is. These silly stories you read about the redwoods and how big they get, that's stupid. Trees don't get any bigger than 12 inches tall, and we're very, very small. It is a stellar jay. People from Washington call them blue jays because they don't know any better. If you want blue jays, you go to the Midwest. Those are blue jays. These out here are stellar jays, and I think they're actually cooler looking. But anyway, so that's all I wanted to make a point here. There's all these apologists on YouTube talking about how the Earth is, 6,000 years old and all these things, and they're right because this says so. And well, actually, they have a different book. I'm sorry, my book is here. Got a little confused there. That happens more and more as you get older. And they call people fools who don't believe what they believe. Well, I can do the same thing to them. They don't believe me that the trees are only 12 inches tall and that I'm only about two inches tall. Well, they're stupid. They're not even worth talking to. What do they know? They're clearly illogical people, and they just shouldn't be talked to. We shouldn't even talk to people like that, really. Because it's all about what this book says. What you see with your eyes, the evidence that you see around you, the evidence that's gathered by people who think they know stuff, right? It's silly to think about looking at evidence and trying to find out why things do what they do. It's silly when you have this. This is all you need, really. Why cut open a tree and look at the rings and try to figure out how old it is? We know how old a tree is. If it's 12 inches tall, a tree is probably about 2 months old. That's as old as trees ever get. Think about it. Anyway, just trying to set people straight. I'm sorry, but it's silly to look at the world with your eyes and your senses and try to understand things. It's silly and it's stupid, and you're being illogical. Because all the answers are right here, and if you base your perception of reality on this and start all your knowledge beginning with this, then you're wise indeed. But if you look with your senses and try to understand and test things and use a ruler, heaven forbid, that's sacrilegious to use a ruler, then you're being stupid and illogical, and it's a waste of time even trying to talk to you. So anyway, just a little bit of nature, getting out here with the Creator and the trees, and I'm feeling really small, being only 2 inches tall. And but it's a good feeling because I have my book right here, and I know that I know everything because this book tells me. I know everything, and everybody else is just really stupid, because they don't want to believe what I believe, because they don't even bother to read this book. This book is like, the book. They need to read it. If they read it, then maybe they'll be as smart as me, and they can walk around and tell other people how stupid they are, and you know, and put my nose in the air like I do, or put their noses in the air like I do. Yes, I know everything. Anyway, so that's all. If you've been watching, thank you. Go out and buy yourself a copy. They're kind of, you know, well, anyway, just go buy yourself one. Last thing, the book. Where do you buy it? You won't find them in any science store. No, science stores are bad. In fact, any store, any library that has a science book section, just avoid that bookstore completely. Boycott that bookstore. Yeah, you need to go to a store that has the truth, then that only sells the truth. Yeah, beware of that science at all costs.